I'm back, and I have restarted the recording. Maybe I'll go on for another 2-3 hours most. I don't think there's anything here apart from some treasure. That's a big map. That takes us to the west. We've been to the west. I still can't do this. Or maybe I need to... Yep. So that's how it's done. Yeah. Alright, let's go to Stormbury. Open that chest. We go into the inn. Oh, you even have rooms. An inn without rooms. Alright, let's go to Ogress. And I guess we'll just... Uncomfortable, or you. Ah, we can't run here. Damn it, you tell Blanco to shut up. Okay, it's right there. You know what pisses me off? The distance where it gets picked up. It's not close enough. Oh, it's our friend again. Hey, buddy.
Turtles, turtles, keep in tight circles. Oh, Perfect timing, Eisen. I's got a letter for yous.
A letter?
Did you get a reply to that letter you sent? What's it say? What's it say?
I know everything that you've done. Repent for your horrendous deeds, you monster.
What did you do, Eisen?
No idea. There's no sender written on here either.
Who would write something so awful?
Who cares? If I gave a damn about other people's feelings, I wouldn't be a pirate.
I suppose that's true.
Forget about it. What's the status of the other stuff?
The Palmier made it just fine. But we've run into some troubles finding the Nordals. My deepest apologies.
What are Nordals?
Nordals used to be given out by Empyrean temples. If you collect a set of 4, you'd find happiness. Oh, so they said. Nowadays, there's only 4 left. Red, blue, green, and black. Even worse, nobody hardly knows nothing about them.
Dolls of the Empyreans. Do you think they're like that one we saw of Aminoch in that shop in Isolt?
Kind of. But these are less gloomy looking and more, how can I describe it?
Something like a quiet radiance?
A quiet radiance. That's perfect!
I think I get it.
I'd never have pegged you as a collector of religious claptrap, Eisen. Think they'll help keep the Reaper away?
Probably not. But in the off chance they actually work, they'll keep her safe.
Her? Hey, that letter Eisen sent off earlier was addressed to a woman, wasn't it?
Our little Laffy set is growing up.
No, I wasn't implying she was his girlfriend. Her writing just seemed more mature, and...
It's nothing like that. She's my younger sister.
I didn't know you had a sister.
Does that mean she's single?
She's the only family.
That's what
I have
Laffset
left.
would say.
She and I live apart for various reasons.
Because you stole her money.
One of them, huh?
Mogiloo!
So that's why. I'd be happy to help you look for those dolls, Eisen.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, brother-in-law.
Thanks.
Cats or dogs? Now this will be interesting.
I saw Benwick and the other crew members get into a serious fight over whether cats or dogs were better. I don't get what the big deal is.
I can't believe you could say such a thing! No conflict is more perilous than the one that has dogged mankind since the dawn of civilization! In the shadow of every war are the battles of dog lovers and cat lovers. Between each side lies a divide, maybe not all that deep, but unbridgeable all the same. I'd say we're lucky that the squabble you saw didn't escalate into anything more serious.
I had no idea it was such a big deal. So what side do all of you fall on?
I am, without a doubt, a cat person. Cats and witches have a long history together.
Personally, I prefer dogs because they can cohabit with humans while following rules. But I like cats too because they're cute.
Sure, following rules.
You, Rokuro?
Shigure liked cats, so I don't. But I like dogs even less. Always wagging their tails for their masters.
And slobbering.
I feel the same way. Dogs will trade anything for food. Learning tricks, wagging their tails, getting friendly, and in time, even forgetting to howl.
I think that's too cynical. Dogs make efforts to please humans so that we can live together. They're friendly and compassionate creatures.
Then does that make you a cat person, Eisen?
Actually, I like squirrels best. When I lived with my sister, the nearby forest had lots of nice, fluffy squirrels that would let me pet them.
This isn't about squirrels. It's about cats and dogs. You have to pick a side.
If I had to choose, yeah, it'd be cats. There's something lovable about the way they act, especially when you spoil them. Reminds me a lot of my sister.
What about you, Velvet? Cats or dogs?
Dogs. They don't betray you.
Yeah, right.
You always have to be so serious, don't you?
So Velvet and Eleanor like dogs, while Mogiloo and Eisen prefer cats.
And Rokuro doesn't care for either one. That makes you our tiebreaker, kiddo. The fate of this showdown is in your hands.
It is?
Now that you're no longer the Abbey's dog, perhaps you're thinking of being one for Velvet's column?
What has that got to do with anything? We're just talking about which animal we like.
If you're getting so angry over this, he's going to have no choice but to pick dogs.
I just told you.
No more fighting! This is clearly getting out of hand, so why don't you all agree that you're Bienfu people and make up already?
Definitely
What
not.
makes you special enough to have Bienfu people?
Because I can be loyal like a dog, but also do my own thing like a cat. If you pick me, everybody wins.
I don't think it works that way.
Here is the thing. I think that whole skit, the only purpose it has was it's a reference to the Falcon Squirrel, I think it was called, in near where Aizen was a dragon in Zestiria. Yeah, like what the worst thing that a cat can do to you is maybe scratch you. Cat bite is not gonna hurt too much. I know because I was bitten by a cat as a kid. I was being a dick to my cat, but it didn't really hurt. Scratch, yeah, you might draw some blood. But yeah, like, the worst that could happen. On the other hand, if a dog decides to do something, you can and will die. But it's usually so friendly, yeah. One thing I don't like about this game is how much is just told in skits. It seems kind of excessive. Oh, did we ever get the money for that? No, we didn't. I've never actually met an unfriendly cat. And I've met a lot of cats. I've had cats that I've seen for the very first time cross the road so I can play with them. I've had dogs cross the road so they can jump on the pizza I'm carrying. Difference. Alright, let's go to Titania.
I guess a dragon was a bit much to take on, even for the Reaper. You should get some rest.
Don't mess with the Reaper.
I'll just get the crew started on readying the ship for our next departure.
All right, you go do that. Laphicet, you should get some rest too.
I'm fine. It's more important that I focus on finding an actual Therian this time. I'm going to take another try at sensing the Earth Pulse points.
You're as stubborn as ever, Fee.
Reminds me of the street cats I'm feeding these days. Like, there was the mother who basically befriended me because I always feed them. And at some point I couldn't feed them for a bit, and I came back and I found 6 kittens. Some of them were bigger than the others, so I'm guessing they're not all from the same litter. And the cat would fight off anyone who would try to eat when the kittens are eating. Except for one big male cat. I think that might have been the mate. As soon as he gets close, she goes, rubs against him, and he would just be flustered and stay still, and the kittens will continue eating. I think he's just an idiot. There is another big male cat, but that guy's a coward and he gets scared by the cat. The mother cat. But sometimes I think her brain programming is a little messed up because when she's running to get food, she would fight some of her own kittens. But then as soon as I put the plate down, she would let them eat first. So I don't know what's wrong with her programming. Okay. Rest for a while. In my cell. Really? The South Watchtower, okay. Let's go to the South Watchtower. I don't think there's any pet. I didn't see her for like 2 weeks. I thought she got run over by a car, but
It's all thanks to you that construction
apparently
on my
not.
yacht is proceeding so smoothly.
About that retractable ventilation shutter. Please, let me make a new one.
What? Why? We already installed it and it works just fine.
It's the hinges. When they move, it makes this unbearable squeak. I can hear it every time the wind blows.
Oh, come on, that's nothing. Besides, anything we install is going to rust up once the sea breeze gets to it. More importantly, I'd love it if you made us a nice big pot and a frying pan too.
Not happening. I can't focus with that incessant squeaking. I can't work under these conditions.
Fine. You can make a new shutter. But make us a pot and pan while you're at it.
Can I also fix that autonomous hunter-killer anti-personnel spinning blade engine I made the other day?
That too? But you said you were satisfied with how it turned out.
I was at first, but when I thought about it, I realized I forgot to install an off switch. So, can I fix it?
God, yes! Fix it before it kills us all!
Great. Okay. Shutter first, then...
Spinning death machine first!
I don't know, shutter first. I mean, which is more annoying? Squeaking? Or just dying? I won't be annoyed if I'm dead. Reminds me of when I was speaking to my mother about bungee jumping, and she was saying, "Oh, I would never do it. I wouldn't let anyone with me do it either." And I said, "Well, you could do it. It's not really a problem." They know what, like, if you die, it is a problem. I said, "Well, if the person who jumps dies, it's not really their problem anymore, is it?" And this place is too big. What an appropriate coat. I should add more coats to that. You guys can add coats. I think yeah, I think coat add or something like that would add a coat. I forget that I can add coats. I think I only have like 5 or 6 and I haven't updated them in years. Alright. Pick a right. What happened to all the demons in this place? Did they just get evicted? Did we provide them with ships to leave, or did we just throw them in the ocean?
Don't push yourself too hard now, Laphicet. You hear me?
I hear you. I just...
Why am I resting here?
I told everyone I could find the Therians,
Oh.
but I've only sent us to the wrong place.
It's not really resting.
Aizen, is there any way to boost a Malak's powers?
Drugs.
I guess it's okay for me to tell you this. The majority of Malakim today have their consciousnesses sealed away to be used as mere tools for the exorcists. But originally, Malakim were beings who received prayers from people, and in return bestowed their blessings upon nature and mankind.
So you're saying that when humans pray to a Malak, the Malak receives great strength?
Yes, in general at least. Some Malakim, like me, buck the system and bring about misfortune rather than divine grace.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But who would ever pray to me?
Maybe you didn't lead us to any Therians, Fee, but it's not like we came back empty-handed. We found Orichalcum to use against Shigure.
I'm pretty sure it is all just hint, hint, nudge, nudge that he will be Martellus, and everyone will be praying to him at some point.
And we also learned we can hold our own against a dragon.
Velvet.
So where should we go next, Fee?
Northgand! There's a big Earth Pulse point north of Helivis.
Works for me. Aizen?
We can leave whenever you want. Doesn't matter to me.
And I'm all set. Let's make our way to the harbor.
What about resting?
When I say prayers, I don't mean outright worshipping. All I'm talking about are earnest thoughts and feelings directed
Oh,
at
so thoughts and
I
prayers.
see. So
Really,
I'm
thoughts and
already
prayers.
receiving prayers then.
Hey, how can we progress in the story? Thoughts and prayers.
All right. Now it's up to you. You sure you...
I wonder if more stars makes me level up quicker. Nothing else. Oh yeah, on top of codes, I also should add more to the command. What? I didn't press anything. I guess I should have used this. I should add more to the command for... You mean played Spider-Man and Miles Morales? Yes, I did. I streamed both of them. I did not stream the DLC for Spider-Man despite owning it, the DLC. I think the recordings are probably there for both, or maybe just for, well, not recordings, the VODs are there for, I think, at least Miles Morales. I thought they were alright. I didn't think they were exceptional games. I remember people were saying, oh, game of the year, and I thought they were good, but they're not exactly memorable.
Our
It's
next
an open
target
world
is
game.
north of Helivis, near the Faldes ruins. In light of everything we know, I'd say it's highly likely we'll find a Therian there.
Let's hope.
Then we should make our first stop, Port Helivis.
With the mischief we got into last time, getting into the city might prove difficult.
Benwick, how are things in Helivis right now?
That shipping guild that used to handle our mooring is pretty much toast. but for some reason, the Abbey isn't watching the port as much as they once were. Unfamiliar ships have been hauling in relief supplies, so if we pose as one of the transport ships, I think we can slip in. And if we divert some supplies to an unofficial channel, we might be able to secure a new mooring partner.
Smuggling in relief supplies for our own disaster. Cheeky bastards, aren't we?
It's what'll get us in.
That much is true. It's a plan.
Roger. I'll get right on it.
Explosions, Catwoman. Yeah, I think the only cases where I got all trophies was Persona 5 Royal. And even then I wasn't actually trying to get all the trophies. Just ended up getting platinum without realizing it as soon as I beat the game.
Hey, Eleanor. Abbey exorcists don't pray to their tethered Malachim, do they?
You mean something besides our oaths?
An oath is a magical formula that grants you power in exchange for binding you to a rule, right?
Yes, though that is simplifying it a bit.
When Malachim receive human prayers, they bestow their blessings upon people and nature. Eisen told me that we Malachim grow stronger when humans pray to us.
Prayers and blessings? I've never heard of that. I used to think the same way as the other exorcists. Malachim are merely tools that allow us the use of arts.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But Inominat is different. The exorcists all worship him. They have faith in his mighty power. And not only that, the people of this nation pray to the Empyrean for salvation, just as Artorias instructs them.
Ah, I get it now.
See the wheels turning, do you, kiddo?
Huh?
Artorias founded the Abbey within the existing Church of the Empyreans, so that he could direct the people's thoughts towards Inominat, so that even while they lionize Artorias as their savior, they are made aware of Inominat's presence behind him.
Everyone starts believing in Inominat. The prayers of the entire world go to him, becoming his power.
After the centuries-long decline of Empyrean worship, he becomes stronger than anyone today could imagine.
The pieces do fit. Oaths, prayers, blessings, the demon blight. So much in this world is affected by matters of the heart. They hold magical power, both effective and meddlesome.
We are truly going up against the rest of the entire world, aren't we?
Don't look so troubled, Eleanor. I'm gonna do my best to get stronger, so believe in me. I am a Malak after all.
Oh, Laphicet, you've become so brave so quickly.
Have I?
But you're still cute when you get embarrassed.
Hey, why's your face so red?
Huh? My face isn't red.
I still think the final boss is gonna be Artorias armortized with Inominat. That's just a guess. Or yeah, below 40 milligrams per deciliter. Yeah, I have experienced that before, and the weird thing for me is I don't actually feel it when I have a hypo, but my brain function just gets affected. Which I guess maybe I didn't realize it because I do get the same thing a lot with lupus. But yeah, I remember having lower than 40, and I was traveling at the time and looking for a hotel as flights were getting delayed. It was not fun. Didn't end up falling asleep on the streets, though.
Hey, Eisen. What's it feel like to get a letter?
I don't feel anything, nor do I want or need to. There's no joy in receiving these things.
Huh? Why not?
Don't be so shocked. Look, it's just an invoice from the turtles. What's the big deal anyway? Do you wish you get letters too?
Yeah. But I don't have anyone to send letters to. Let alone anyone who would send me any.
Laphicet, I've got a letter for you.
What? Really? Who could it be from? The sender is... Bienfu?
Yep. You got it. Truly.
I figured you'd be wanting someone to send you a letter right about now, so I wrote one up for you. What do you think? You're happy, right?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bienfu.
I'll even read it for you. Ahem. Dear Moloch Laphicet, I hope that this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. Thankfully, I'm doing well myself, with no major changes to report.
Bienfu's taking all this so seriously. It's so rare to actually see him like this.
As you're aware, I've been spending my days ironing Magilu's outfits, sewing her buttons, and washing her hat and tremendously long socks. Recently, however, I made the mistake of remarking to her that she might not have been quite as slender as she once was in her younger years. She hung me upside down from the roof in the middle of the cold. I nearly became a frozen Normansicle. It was so horrible that I couldn't stop my tears from flowing down my little cheeks.
There's the Bienfu we know and love.
But all you wrote about in that letter was yourself. And you even read it out loud yourself.
That's okay. Thanks, Bienfu. It feels nice to get a letter.
That's so kind of you to say. I think I might cry again.
That's the sound of my bottle opening. I don't know if I got... what's the lowest thing I got? Because back when I was younger... It still happens sometimes, but you couldn't get a blood pressure reading for me or blood glucose reading for me. I remember they were trying to use a glucose meter and they got a reading of 24. And they're like, no way that's accurate. And the only way they managed to get a correct reading is by doing a proper blood test. And no, the Bienfu thing was not too painful on my throat. I bet you loved it. I remember, I think I voiced a character like that all the way through Ni no Kuni 2. Although I didn't finish that game, so I can't really say all the way. But every time I hear Bienfu, I think he's gonna end his sentence by saying, "The aristocrats." But he doesn't.
We've loaded everything bound for Helaviz. With that much trade, I doubt anyone will suspect us.
Any idea who can give us cover for docking?
Not anyone in particular, but recently the power and influence of the Helaviz Fishermen's Guild has caught my eye.
The Fishermen's Guild, huh? Let's bring them some extra relief supplies. Fuel, drink, and as for the drink...
12-year-old amber draft. The sailors of Helaviz have an eye for the stuff.
You heard that from Dial, I take it. He's got a sharp eye.
He took a bottle in payments, but I say we turn a blind eye to it. We thought we were the best at this kind of thing, but having him around has been a real eye-opener.
Okay, but tell him if he takes a second, he'll pay for it. Eye for an eye.
Tail for a tail.
I'll keep an eye on him so that he doesn't sneak off with another bottle.
The supplies are loaded. We can make for Helaviz whenever you want.
That was fast.
If we weren't hard workers, we wouldn't be sailors.
Eleanor!
I hate this one.
What's wrong?
She really sounds like a chronic smoker kid.
She said she had a dream about her mom.
And she...
When Mommy
Is that her
told
skin?
me, she said I looked scary. That she didn't want a scary little girl like me.
Your mother would never say that, sweetheart.
But how can you be sure?
Well, how do I put it? I know because I know.
You're just lying to make me feel better.
Can we just throw her in the water?
Oh, this is the part I hate about little kids.
One of the parts.
I'm not a little kid. I hate you, Velvet. I hate you.
That's right. Let it all out.
Stop it! Stop it! Mommy! I saw my mommy! She didn't want me.
And neither do we. So apparently the voice actress for Bienfo is the same as Celis, the Malik in the beginning. And she also voices Marie in Unlimited Saga. Although most people won't remember that. Let's see, who voices Kamoana? The voice actress for Kamoana is apparently voices someone in 13 Sentinels, which I haven't played, someone in Code Vein, which I haven't played either, some Fire Emblem stuff. Yeah. Not too familiar with the voice actress.
She managed to cry herself to sleep.
Good.
They're not rational creatures. Sometimes you just gotta let them cry it out.
You seem used to it.
I guess you could say that. Laffy usually kept himself together when he was younger. But when he was really little, he had times like this every now and then.
Now my throat hurts. I guess the Bienfo thing really did
Take
hurt.
off all we can.
My liege, Dial, I leave Kamoana in your care.
I'll do what I can, but kids as sweet and honest as her are harder to deal with than corrupt bureaucrats.
When she said my liege, I was like, wait, what? Who?
A talking lizard are no replacement for a mother.
I mean, you're green, she's kind of green now, so... Why are we here?
I do hope Kamoana isn't crying anymore.
Yeah.
Shush.
How long is it going to be before you send in another exorcist to replace Lady Teresa?
With these demons clamoring at our gates, none of us feel safe anymore.
You have our deepest sympathies, but we were sent here on a different mission.
That's what the last exorcist who came here said before leaving for the north. What could be up there that's worth all that attention?
Surely we're not all being punished by the Abbey for what happened with Medusa, are we?
That is not the case. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have business to attend to.
She sounded really interested in the conversation and regretful for leaving.
So the exorcists are just passing through town and heading straight north. Odd.
Oh yeah, for some reason my brain did not remember Heloise's being cold. But then I remembered that whole thing about Teresa mentioning Velvet wasn't wearing much.
Ever since the Calamity showed up, everything's just gone to pot, I say.
Calamity? What do you mean?
I mean the demon who barged in and made a mess of our fair city. She's a nasty creature of pure evil, with an arm that eats anything that gets in
Didn't
her
I say she would be the Lord of Calamity?
The Calamity's been rampaging across the whole kingdom, not just here. Scant few have seen her and survived.
Huh. You don't say.
After the Calamity raised our ships and our port, the shipping guild fell apart, and our trade routes got poached by other ports. It's bad. The town relies on trade to make ends meet.
People are abandoning the city, and our streets are no longer safe. Not to mention the demon blight spreading again. Just the other day, a little kid turned into a demon. Just like that. What a world! What a world!
Maybe kids are already demons.
Doing during all of this?
Well, Lady Teresa was in charge of this region, but she came up short against the Calamity and got a fat demotion for her troubles. Several new exorcists have been reassigned here, but once they arrive, they all traipse right off to the ruins up north.
This has to be Medissa's fault. If she hadn't gone and done something so stupid...
Medissa?
That's enough. This isn't something for outsiders to know.
You're right. Sorry. I'm really worried about what's going to come of this town.
It sounds like Hellofeast isn't what it used to be these days.
We need to ask around and find out more about what's going on here.
Agreed. Especially regarding the Abbey and those ruins. I'm also curious about this Medissa woman.
The ruins part makes sense, since the Earth Pulse point might be there. But why do you care who Medissa is?
Just a hunch. Something tells me she's worth looking into.
You're not gonna look into this Calamity chick? She sounds like a real terror.
Yeah, I think I'll pass. I already know plenty about what makes her tick.
Certainly not the cold. Spoiled.
Are you all right, Madam Eleanor? Don't let those people get you down.
I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. But could you not do that thing where you blow air on me to dry my tears?
All right, I'll just pat your head then.
That won't be necessary either. But really, things are in a terrible state.
The town burned, the guild ruined, the abbey all but gone. It won't be a functioning port for some time.
You can't fault them for being upset. They had it real good here until we came along. Those Hellavesians were like spoiled children.
How so?
Eloise was once a tiny fishing village. The bountiful northern seas provided plenty enough fish to sustain their trade. But Flamestone gave them an easy way to get rich. And once they got a taste, they abandoned their old craft.
And now they're paying the price. But I've heard that the cooling temperature has covered half the northern sea in ice drift, making fishing much more difficult.
But the drifting ice carries tiny organisms, enriching the waters where it melts. The fish should be more plentiful than ever.
You know, I was thinking about how most of the story, well, most of the world building is done in skits. I think a better alternative would have been to have some kind of codex for background information and use the time they spent on skits to build up the characters more instead of just having them regurgitate some background info.
I suppose you may have a point.
We're ones to talk after what we did, but taking the easy path, then complaining as soon as it gets hard, that seems...
Spoiled, yes.
You said it, Laphicet.
I think my appetite's getting a little overindulgent, too.
That's not a bad thing. Just means you're healthy.
Giant squid come to these waters in this season. Should I ask Benwick to fish some up?
Yeah, and some normal octopuses, too.
Calamity twice over.
Calamity is... us, isn't it?
Well, we've been waging war with the Abbey everywhere we go, and now we're about to take it to a new level.
If we pull the next Therian off of the Earth Pulse point, it'll likely be Kamoana's village all over again.
The same devastation?
Ooh.
This is not our intention.
Worse than Calamity that they can call us.
This is no laughing matter.
People turn into demons in part due to their own malevolence. It's not like they're entirely innocent. But if there's someone out there who's being forced to act as Inominat's mouth, like Kamoana was, isn't saving them the right thing to do?
I cannot argue with that, but...
You don't have to worry. I'm the one who will devour the barrier. And I'm the one who will do what needs to be done.
You know, for a port that was destroyed by fire, it looks perfectly intact.
The demon attacks have ground trade to a halt. But people are slowly starting to fish again.
Are you a fisherman, too?
Aye. This town got swept up in the recent trade boom. But back when I was a young lad, This was a fishing port through and through. Ever since the shipping guild took over the docks, all of us fishermen got muscled out. Making this a commercial port has helped the town grow. But a lot of people weren't so happy with the guild.
It's too bad everyone couldn't just work together.
Once money gets involved, people change. That's true no matter what age you live in. The people know it's the ones making the money who lead the charge. But we follow anyway. It's human nature. I hope everyone changes their minds once we start rebuilding. But who knows what will happen.
And again, they're using the very same model with the old man, the bald old man. They just put some hair on his head and call it a day. It's like, yeah, no one will notice. Hey, Thomas. How are you? Anything exciting planned for the weekend? Work. I'm glad you think work is exciting. Many people don't share that sentiment.
Hey, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sorry, I'm busy. Try someone else.
Busy with what?
Excuse me. My name is Eleanor, and I'm an exorcist on patrol with the Abbey. I was wondering if I could solicit your honest opinion about how this town is being run.
Oh, I didn't realize there was an exorcist with you. Yes, please tell the Abbey we want Lady Teresa back. Her governance was strict, it's true, but at least we could live in safety. Now, all the exorcists run off to the Faldi's ruins and leave us here in the lurch. They value some dusty faraway ruins over the lives of the good, hardworking citizens here. It's just wrong. We've always been cooperative with the Abbey's demands, and now this is what we get in return.
I see. The Abbey appreciates your, candor. I'll pass your comments on to my superiors.
Yeah, thanks, Karen. I don't have much planned for the weekend either. The only things I plan on doing are probably watching the football matches tomorrow and the day after, and that's it really. Maybe streaming. Oh, we never opened that. Okay. Oh, there are 2 chests in this place that we haven't opened. I don't know if it's a case of them respawning or me just... No, I'm cheering on the Atlas Lions. No joke. Atlas Lions tomorrow. Bitrate. Okay.
First it was the sailors, and then even a small girl caught the demon blight. I was sure it was going to start spreading through this town as well, but then, after that incident, it just went poof and disappeared. I guess I was expecting a little more after hearing how contagious it was. I wonder what really causes it.
Who knows?
I heard of this one village in East Gand where everyone caught it at once. It wiped out the entire town. I hope the Abbey develops a cure quickly. I can't wait for the day where we can live without fear.
Oh, hey, it's the old man again. It's the exact same model. Could they really not come up with another old man model, even different facial hair? It's the same model for every old man. The base one is bald. And then they just add some hair. Sometimes it's brown hair, sometimes it's gray. It's all the same. And I know you're messing around.
Poor Medusa.
Are you a friend of hers?
Yeah, she used to live just down the road from me. Medusa raised her daughter Diana all on her own. And then they up and murdered the girl.
Murdered? By whom?
The Abbey.
The exorcists. Once Diana caught the demon blight, the damned Abbey exterminated her like a rat.
And the mother turned, I guess.
I felt just terrible. But I suppose there wasn't much else to be done with her. But Medusa...
There wasn't much else to be done with it. Do they mean that could really be interpreted in a bad way? Oh, it's a kid. What can you do with a kid? I mean, yeah, just just kill the kid. It's fine. It could come across that way. Maybe I'm just too cynical.
She hated the Abbey for what they'd done, so she barricaded herself inside the sanctuary. She just kept on screaming, all like, demons have feelings too.
What happened after that?
I wouldn't have been surprised to see her executed, but luckily, she was spared that.
Oh, so got turned into a Therian, I guess.
God who was about to cut her down said, Don't kill her, she's receptive.
Receptive, huh?
I think that's their way of referring to her deep faith. Before all this, she was a real devout lady.
That was certainly kind of them.
Medusa really cherished her daughter. Can't much blame her for blowing up like that. But the Abbey, they don't care so much about feelings. Reason is all that matters to them. They don't take kindly to people disrupting their order.
So what, the Abbey just goes, facts don't care about your feelings, and then
take a look at this.
Twist facts anyway. Alright, we're leveled up.
Scout.
If you go north from Helives, you'll come upon the Faldes ruins, which are Abbey property. Mainly, it's used as a checkpoint for hauling ore that's extracted out of Mount Killerhouse. But between you and me, I hear the Abbey also uses it as a prison camp.
A prison camp? Are they capturing demons?
Heavens no! The demons they kill on sight. No, these prisoners are human criminals. Not long ago, this woman killed someone and locked herself up in the sanctuary. I hear she got hauled off to the camp.
Why do you think the Abbey would use the ruins for a prison camp?
Who knows? Maybe they need a place to deal out their harshest punishments. The Abbey's not known to be forgiving after all. But these are just nasty rumors I heard. Of course, I don't believe a word of it.
Sure. So at least some people are showing displeasure with the Abbey. It's some progress, I guess. There's a chest we haven't opened in this map. Alright, so in the tavern, in the inn, the more conversations. Let's try the shop first. Nothing new. I can just keep upgrading. There we go. Mainly because I didn't want to carry 99 of some items. Or the book.
It's a book titled Words and Deeds of the Hero King. The king declared, "My people, you must always live with great vigor and hold hope for the world and for our future. Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it? Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal.
Easy to say by a rich guy.
You must live without hesitation. Hold hope in your hearts. Hold hope for tomorrow."
Transcending the possible to achieve the ideal.
Oh, is this another flashback? Yep.
Notorious, I have successfully translated all of the
Yeah, Ceres is the same voice actress as Bienfu.
documents left by your predecessor. However, I have concluded that, for the time being, it is impossible to form pacts with all 4 Empyreans.
As I feared. Not even my predecessor could achieve more than 2. I suppose using the 5th Empyrean is my only option.
Is that even acceptable? Doing so would require...
I will do whatever needs to be done. I betrayed my teacher. I betrayed the mission he gave his life for, that he entrusted in my hands. For a time, I thought I could bear the weight of my sins and go on living, with Celica by my side. But now, she's gone.
Yes.
Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it? Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal. I must bring about the ideal world. I couldn't protect the people I loved, but this, at least, I will accomplish.
Arthur?
Huh? What is it, Velvet?
Were you just talking to someone?
No, I was just thinking out loud.
Oh, okay. I finished making dinner. Tonight is prickle boar stew. Plenty of meat, but not too heavy.
Sounds great. Let's hurry on back home, then.
I don't know exactly what all that means, but it kinda sounds nice.
I suppose. Actually, it doesn't make much sense to me either. It's too dense for me.
Okay. So books are kind of background information for the characters. Just flashbacks. And the tavern should have more. Yep. See? Same old man, this time without hair.
Hi! I was wondering if you'd let us put on a little comedy show. What do you say?
Sounds good to me. Just try and keep it low-key. I don't want to attract the Abbey's attention.
Ha! That's a tall order. Wherever we go, the boy and I have him rolling in the aisles.
The boy?
Hello, Daniel. How are you? And yes, it is me. I'm streaming again, kinda. I was gonna go live yesterday, but I didn't feel up to it. Second stream in, I think this month. I've only streamed twice. Not too bad. A sore back, but that comes with aging probably. Trying to get through this game, and then I will probably take a long break from JRPGs. At least for another month or two. I've streamed way too many this year. Way more than usual. No, basically, as soon as you hit 30, suddenly your back goes, okay, that's it, and it starts hurting. The minute you turn 30. You're almost there. It will happen.
Wait, you mean me? I sure do. I'll play the straight man, you play the funny one. Don't sweat it. Even if you mess up, you'll be adorable. The audience will just lap it up. Did you memorize the script I wrote you?
Yeah, I think so.
Great, I knew you could do it. But if you merely follow the script and adhere to its every word, you won't be very funny. You need to ad-lib in your own style. For you, that's buttering up the audience and winning them over.
Ad-lib? I'm not sure I can do that.
I have faith in you, kiddo. You're gonna discover a part of you that you never knew existed. Just focus on finding ways to charm our audience.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Alright, this will be another disaster.
Show rolling. Hi there! We're A Boy and His Witch, your partners in comedy today! Magicazam!
A boy and his what?
We're still new to the comedy business, but we'll do our best to give you a memorable show. I'm Fee, the cute one, and this blustering witch is...
Muggy Lou! Wait, who are you calling blustering?
Meow! Sorry, I just suddenly felt like doing an imitation.
An imitation? Like, of a cat?
Not just any cat, a nearby cat. Meow!
You're losing them. Time to go on our charm offensive. Roll with it, kiddo. Every slip-up is just a new opportunity in disguise.
See? It's supposed to be a pun on how cats sound and how near is pronounced. I didn't actually hear a nearby cat meow like that or anything.
He's explaining the joke? Are you going crazy, Laphicet? What good does explaining a bad joke do?
But you told me to ad-lib to try and win our audience over, didn't you? I figured maybe if I explained it to them, they'd get the joke and find it funny.
Just stop.
Never explain jokes. Just don't. I've seen my fair share when I did stand-up regularly, and it never went well. Except for one guy whose whole shtick was kind of meta comedy. But yeah, here's a shout out for Daniel and Thomas. Give them a follow. They stream kind of similar games to me.
Even if they get the joke that way, it's just going to be sad.
I don't mind that. I'm not afraid of messing things up. I just want to make sure our audience feels valued.
No, you have the right idea, but...
I guess I should mention, Moggy Lou's the one who came up with the script. She just made me come and act it out.
I don't care if it made the audience happy, you just sold me out! I can't work with you like this! No way!
Yes, we promote tolerance here, Daniel.
Living into our routine today. How was the show?
I'll just say one thing.
Don't give up your day job.
It wasn't me.
Depends. Are you using frog as a derogatory term for a group of people, or are you calling a frog a frog? Because in both cases, it wouldn't be funny, that's true.
Now we have demons rampaging through our towns. Northgan's really had a string of bad luck. The weather's gotten even colder. Mercio's port is blocked by an ice drift, and hardly anyone sails the North Seas anymore.
But I have a skateboard.
Supplies have made it up here, right?
It may fill our bellies, but not our hearts.
Huh?
If the Abbey truly wants to save this town...
Oh yeah, this is a fanboy.
...more than food or gold. Lady Teresa... if only I could be pierced once more by those fierce, ice-cold eyes. Oh, punish me, Teresa, my love!
Wow.
Can we make it so that he doesn't get any more supplies?
Lady Teresa, my life is for you.
Wow.
Does anyone have heels made out of ice? Stab him in the head with them. That should be fun for everyone. I mean, he's not a frog. I also remember a guy who also did stand-up where he constantly references cards for jokes. And it would be a case of him saying the setup wrong and then going, hold on a minute, reading it again, and then putting the card down, try to say it again, and sometimes make a mistake and repeating it. It was awful.
I can't believe the demon blight has spread into the city now.
Scary times.
Well, the one who caught it was a little girl, so they were able to deal with her before anything bad happened. But the problem was that the demon girl's mother tried to hide her.
That's only human nature.
These are dangerous times. We dare not let our emotions control us. One person's selfishness could endanger the entire community.
Are they talking about COVID?
Right. Thankfully, an upstanding citizen noticed something suspicious and reported the child to the Abbey. But the mother went mad and killed him in retribution. And what makes it all the more lurid is, I heard the man she killed was a fellow she was actually thinking about marrying.
Fun.
Her daughter had been dead set against her mother remarrying. You can taste the irony.
That's horrible.
She had it coming.
I guess she really was dead set.
It's people who can't control themselves.
So, Diana was a girl turned demon who was killed by an exorcist. And her mother Medissa hated the Abbey for it. And the Abbey is using the Faldi's ruins up north as a prison camp.
It's a lot like what happened to Kamawana, isn't it?
It's natural for a mother to love her own child. To make that a crime.
What I'm curious about is the use of the word receptive to describe Medissa.
So long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn. If our
as long as you're not calling her a receptacle.
Right, it likely means she's receptive to Inominat's power.
Meaning they brought Medissa to those ruins where there's an Earth Pulse point, and then they made her into a Therian.
That would certainly put all the pieces together, yep. Plus, if this Therian the Abbey created already hates them, that's all the better for us.
Yeah, I imagine she'd be willing to work with us. Although, it sounds almost too easy. Did I jinx it? I just jinxed it, didn't I?
Probably, but we won't find out until we try.
True. Let's head for the ruins.
And don't worry, you totally jinxed it.
We have Eisen, he's our lucky charm. I don't mean he's dressed in green and runs around in cereal, I mean... Never mind. Okay, I think we're done here.
The Faldi's ruins are north of Helives.
The Earth Pulse point is to the north, too. Probably in the very same place.
Right, another skit.
Is different now, isn't it?
Maybe, but you've changed too.
True. When I first met all of you, I never could have imagined I would go on such a journey.
I could barely even think then. But then Velvet let me keep this compass. And Eisen and Rokuro taught me to be myself.
They certainly did.
And look at Dial. He's a regular part of the Von Altia's crew now.
Even Restless Bienfu and Grimoire are now part of our merry band.
Yep.
Hey, aren't you forgetting someone?
Oh, and the prince and his hawk, and Korogane and Kamawana are with us.
Listen, I've got more part in this tale than any of them.
Hush. Whatever I'd say, you'd say it doesn't matter to you.
At last you begin to understand me. Magicazam.
And another skid dealing with a cold.
I didn't think Northgand would be this cold.
But Northgand was Teresa's territory. Wouldn't you have been here with her?
I think having my awareness controlled meant my senses were dulled as well.
I see. But the cold doesn't seem to be bothering Eisen at all. In fact, everyone else seems comfortable here.
If you shiver at these temperatures, you'll never make it on the high seas.
In my youth, I practiced the blade under the blazing sun and through raging blizzards. Besides, when I turned into a demon, extreme temperatures ceased to affect me.
The same thing happened to me. I used to hate winter. So that's some good luck.
Why would you hate winter?
What of yourself?
Hate summer.
You seem to be handling it just fine.
I'm freezing, actually. I don't know how you stand it.
I loathe the cold more than anything. That's why I've armed myself with a secret weapon. I've stuck thin, yet powerful, cuckoo brand hand warmers all over myself. I even packed them in my shoes.
Really? That sounds amazing.
I'm willing to share, if you act like a dove.
What?
Go cuckoo, like a dove.
Please share your cuckoo warmers with me. Cuckoo.
You're no velvet, that's for sure.
She will never forget that, will she? Oh, I'm right by save point. Let's do a proper save instead of a quick save. Even though we're not really losing anything by doing a quick save. I'm just old-fashioned like that. Quick save means something temporary. I don't know when they stopped using that term for quick saves. Get out of my way. I mean, it's impassable. Can I go through town? This is the slowest skateboard in any video game. And I hate it.
Look! It's another ingredient for the Omega Elixir.
A unicorn horn, huh?
Hey! Whoa! Careful with that! If anyone other than a maiden of pure heart touches a unicorn horn, it loses all its powers.
A maiden pure of heart.
That's a pity. Nobody here fits that description.
I beg your pardon. Just what kind of woman do you think I am?
Silence, hussy.
When I think of a pure maiden, I think of a princess who's never lifted anything heavier than a pair of chopsticks her whole life.
Your view of women is completely messed up.
Is it?
Well, personally, I'd liken myself to a maiden who's maxed out her purity stat by her third playthrough. But I'll defer to Velvet.
Hey, Fee. Why don't you carry it?
Me? Are you sure that's okay?
Honestly, I don't know. But you're the one who wants to make this Omega Elixir. If you can't get the ingredients yourself, I don't see much point in keeping this up.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't worry about it, kid. Magilou's just quoting some old wives' tale. Unicorn horns are actually just tusks from a kind of whale called a narwhal.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
Eisen, you spoil sport. I totally had them on the hook.
At least we've established that Magilou wouldn't be able to hold a real unicorn's horn.
Well, for now, let's report our success to Vidal.
Okay. That's one step. What avalanche are they talking about? There isn't an avalanche here. Unless they're talking about Barrett's crew. Okay. All these ruins. There is a chest here, but... I just remembered something. Yep. That effect was very similar to something you'd find in Persona 5. Where is the other chest here? Actually, maybe there is more. Maybe there's an optional boss in the next map. I'll just check that quick, and if not, we'll just continue. Anything? Yep, there is.
A foe worth killing.
Every foe is worth killing. Well, sure. Alright, Beast Fiend in water. Oh, this should count for water as well. Let's put this thing here.
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem!
Blast away the shadows of darkness! Infernal torch!
Hurricane! Jade wave!
Devour!
Double haze! Caught you! Pull out! You're wide open! Die or be killed! Hurricane! Bubble! Finish! Wind lash! Pull through! Not good.
Ouch. This will hurt.
Double haze! Deception! Hurricane!
I really don't like evasion in this game. Oh, we're right.
No escape! See this?
Infernal torch! Infernal torch!
Deception!
Infernal torch!
Double haze! Double haze!
Infernal torch! Twin whip!
Caught you!
Scale crusher! Finish! Infernal torch! Infernal torch! It's a speed one! I'll help you! Come on!
I tried to do Mystic Art. 95 grade. That is a lot. I think pretty much everyone here has beaten this game, except me. Right, let's go for the fatigue board. We don't need any other shoes. Weird thing is, I didn't have Eisen in my party, and I saw him use a Mystic Heart, right? I think Shiro also dropped it before the ending. Did it just not interest you anymore, or was it just a case of you got busy with other stuff? Could also go for the Radiant Doll. I swapped him out from my... I'm pretty sure I didn't press the D-pad to swap him out. Maybe I did, then my brain just locked it out. That is also a sign of aging. Doing things and completely forgetting about them. Sometimes I save and then I immediately question if I've saved or not. Yeah, sometimes it feels like you leave a game for a while and then when you come back you go, oh, it's been a long time since I played it, so should I play it again or not? Like start from the beginning or continue?
Scout ships.
When you play it, you go, oh, I'm starting to remember everything about this game. Should I really just start again? But you don't feel like you're really up to date with everything that happened. I think I'm gonna go back and turn in that horn we just picked up. I think I did restart a game at least once before on stream. No, I'm not talking about the Neo streams, I am talking about another game. I think it was here, right? Fort Cadnix. Oh no, it wasn't here, but there is a question mark. I might play Berseria one day. I mean, I didn't finish it before, but I remember I kind of had fun with it, but it's not going to be anytime soon. Oh, I just saw why there was a mark.
This Nordal. It looks a lot like Grimoire and Bienfu, but there's something different about it that I can't quite put my finger on.
I agree. Those two are positively gloomy, but this doll seems calming, yet glamorous too.
Like I said, a quiet radiance.
Yeah. You think so? I think it's more lethargic or absent-minded. Like I can't tell what's going on in its head. Either way, I'm 1,000 times cuter than that thing.
What's cute about you? People who keep their faces covered are creepy.
I don't know. There's definitely something off about it. It's charming, but a little ominous. Like I can never entirely be at ease around it, if that makes sense.
Maybe because it's not a doll.
Actually, I think it's cute. It reminds me of a little baby.
Make up your mind, cute or a baby.
Looks like a baby?
I remember when my sister was about as small as that doll. She had the tiniest little hands, and she tried to grip my pinky as best she could.
Really?
I'd take my pinky with her fingers wrapped around it and poke her cheek, and she'd just be all smiles. I swore to myself I'd always do whatever I could to protect her. Once she got a little older and started fixing meals, lots of weird things began to happen around us. Wherever we went, she was in danger. Demons attacked us. A dragon tried to kidnap her. That's when I first realized what it was that I carried. That the cause of all my sister's pain was my blessing, my Reaper's curse.
So, you left her behind and went on your search for a way to break the...
Malachims or Malaks are not born, right? So how exactly does being a sibling work?
curse.
Right. And that's when I met Eifried. It was from him that I first heard about the Nordals. He thought the stories about them were all just baseless rumors.
I guess we'll never know for sure unless we gather them all. But
What is it?
I think something good will happen once they're all together.
Don't tell me I'll fight Phoenix.
Well, because we found this doll, you shared some of your past with us. That makes me kinda happy. So I think we should get the other three, so more happy stuff happens.
Hard to argue with you there.
Oh, there is something in the inn. Why do you have a rabbit here?
Next weekend is Bunny Bonanza Saturday.
Bunny Bonanza Saturday? What's that?
I've heard of this. You eat a hearty, healthy meal of rabbit meat to help you get nice and strong.
You eat rabbits?
No, silly. The night of the third Saturday of every month, lonely people go to sleep hugging a rabbit.
That would suffocate the rabbit.
You go to sleep with a fuzzy friend in your arms, you're sure to have good dreams.
No, I'm sure I heard that you eat them too.
You must be thinking of Rat Pig Roundup Saturday.
There's a Saturday for rat pigs too?
Yup. On the night of the third Saturday of every month, people who aren't lonely eat rat pigs to get nice and strong.
Makes sense. Rat
What
pigs
about
are
lonely
great sources
people?
of nutrition. An amazing choice for anyone, lonely or not.
The secret to a happy family is Rat Pig Roundup Saturday. That's what I always say.
I feel bad for the rat pigs.
They can rap. I mean, pigs rapping? I don't think they're sad. Oh, let's get the money. Just 5,000. That's nothing. Was it Renit? I think I don't have to pay to travel. That was the stupidest thing ever. Paying to quick travel. Like, this is a kind of bad design. I would expect to know. MMO. Without naming any specific MMOs. Because we all know what I'm referring to.
Hey, Vidal! We found another one of the ingredients!
Thanks.
Have you figured out any of the remaining ones?
Yeah, but only one of them.
Are you okay? Are you feeling sick again or something?
I'm sick of you.
Something else in the book. The Omega Elixir was originally concocted as a way to cure the 12-year sickness.
The 12-year sickness?
An incurable disease. Every 12 days, you break out in a fever. Each fever is just a bit worse than the one before it.
Sounds
And when
fun.
you turn 12, you die.
How old are you again?
Just like what Luffy had.
Videl, you're not saying...
My symptoms are an exact match. And well, my 12th birthday is coming up.
Videl, don't worry. I'll get you the other ingredients. We can make the Omega Elixir together.
It's no use. There's no way you can get them all in time. And even if you did, I'm not sure I could actually make the Omega Elixir.
We can do it. When there's a will, there's a way.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one who's sick here. You get to travel across the world. You get to see all kinds of incredible things.
Videl.
Just go. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to anybody right now.
I don't know why I suddenly have the urge to put this game down for about a year and then pick it back up at the end of next year. How does that sound?
Laffy said you don't have to feel so bad. It's okay.
Thanks, Eleanor. But Videl's right. I hadn't even considered his point of view.
But you were just trying to be nice.
Well, even if he doesn't want me to interfere with him, I still want to make that Omega Elixir. He's a friend, and he's in pain. I want to help him.
Yeah, you're right. I'll help you out too.
Keep basking in them sunshine and rainbows, kids. But as far as anyone knows, there's not one case in all of recorded history of anyone who has it surviving.
How does it progress?
It's incredibly rare, only caught by children. Nobody knows how they get it. Some people think they're born with it.
Might even be a curse. Symptoms are certainly weird enough.
A fever every 12 days, just like Laffy. Did he have the 12-year sickness too? Did Artorias know that when he decided to sacrifice Laffy? Was there never any hope to save him at all? Was he doomed to die at age 12? That's too much to...
So basically in this world, if you're a kid, you're fucked. It's like, oh, you might have a 12-year sickness, you might also turn into a demon before anyone else for some reason. Or you might just be annoying and end up traveling with a bunch of demons and a Malak. An exorcist. Either way, you're screwed. And then get flashed by a witch. That's the worst. Alright. Back to Halabees. The best thing about this is I'm playing on PC and loading times are non-existent. Even though I have it installed on a hard drive, not an SSD. I imagine it'd be a lot worse if I played it on console. I mean, this is what, PS3 game? Or PS4? Should be PS4, right? And this is just like my driving.
Look, no guards. I think it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'd say good. We can march straight in.
Why are you hiding here?
You're fighting the Reaper. Let's go! Let's go! Die! See this? One down. Too slow. Who wants some next? See this? Little blue.
Victory is ours.
There sure are a lot of Malakim posted here.
They're probably here to protect the Therian, right?
One would assume.
The exorcist controlling them can't be far then. Be careful.
Just arcane bottles, chips. Was that a cat's chest? Yep. I probably don't have enough to open it. I definitely don't have enough.
You better be ready.
You're wide open! Burn! You're wide open!
They were nothing.
Always ready to fight.
Ah, missed. How do you miss that?
You two are so cool!
Don't become like me.
Can't pass these ruins. Probably them. No need for us to approach and cause trouble for ourselves. Alright. Let's go this way then. Sounds like they're saying, feel this. Okay, and that will dispel this. Alright. Laugh at our speculation.
Ruins. This feels like a sad place.
Sad? In what way?
Sorrow permeates this place. As if left behind by people who suffered torment and death. I guess that's a weird impression to get by just looking at some ruins, huh?
I'd trust my feelings if I were you. They'll often lead you to the truth of things. Besides, what you're feeling would explain a thing or two about these ruins.
It would?
Rather than attempting to impress visitors with beauty and opulence, the building and its passageways were built with strength and stability in mind. And that means...
They were anticipating volcanic earthquakes, and they expected that someone might turn violent in these passageways.
Not a bad observation. And what would bring such savage people to these halls? Surely they weren't just passing through.
Then this passage must have led to somewhere. Some room or structure deeper within. A prison for the worst criminals. Or maybe a battle arena.
And that's what gave you a sense of sadness.
If it was an arena, then treasure for the victors might be hidden away somewhere.
Why would it be hidden?
Well, those fighter types might not have been all that nice. And the people who built this place seem to have been the cautious type.
Hidden treasure, huh? Where do you think...
Save your speculation for another day, you two. We have a Therian to find.
Right. Sorry.
So, about that treasure.
Eisen!
Ugh. We'll talk about this later, Laphicet.
All right.
True treasure is the friends we made along the way. I like how he has a bracelet on the hook. Oh, hello.
Let's do our best! Quick back! Devour its creation! Crash through! Crash through! Easy out of here! Moonlight cycle! Infernal torch! Wood whip! Finish!
We're finished here. Let's go.
Close, but not quite. Express pendant or inexhaustible pendant. Let's go with that. Oh.
Turtles! Turtles! Boil oysters in the cloisters! Oh, got another letter for you, Eisen.
Okay.
Maybe it's from your sister this time.
You want to read it?
Me?
Please allow me. Now then.
Your cruelty knows no bounds. You bring deep sadness to a fair maiden's heart with each passing day. Repent or else I'll be forced to intervene. This is your final warning.
And that's it.
Wow, this person sounds really mad.
It's Phoenix, isn't it?
What did you go and do to make the fair maiden cry?
I don't know, but I could try a couple things on you.
Ooh, excuse me if I forget to be scared.
The letter mentions a fair maiden. Do you think it refers to your sister?
What?
Oh, you could be onto something. She must be lonely so far away from her brother.
It sounded like she's pretty fond of you.
Are you suggesting that Eisen's sister wrote these letters? I mean, they're certainly unusual, but...
My sister wouldn't write something like this.
Then maybe it's someone who's spending a lot of time around her. Like, oh, a man whose shoulder she cries on.
Damnation, Magilu! My sister doesn't have any guy clinging onto her! Do you know something I don't? Prove it! Bring him here right now!
Laphicet.
Calm down, Eisen. No one's saying that.
But if you're really that worried, why don't you go see her?
What are you watching, Daniil?
Not done that since you left?
I did go back once, a long time ago. But as soon as I showed up, a crowd started to gather. Overcome by malevolence, they turned into demons and attacked my sister then and there.
Do you think it's your fault that happened?
What do you think? I'd moved us to a safe place, low in malevolence and high up a rugged mountainside.
So much for coincidence.
I haven't gone back to see her since.
Changing topics, I know I said these Nordals were a little off, but I think I'm starting to see that as part of their appeal.
Huh?
My point is, no matter how odd it might be, any gift could make a girl happy if it's given from the heart.
Huh. Sorry, you can't have one.
I've never heard of Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. It sounds like a comedy film. Horror comedy, maybe? Is it any good? Like, I mean, if you're watching this, then it must not be good. If you have to go, I guess I'll watch Dawn's stream. That means it's an awful film. I have not seen a comedy film in quite some time. I can be very particular about comedy. Actually, probably the last comedy film I saw in the cinema was... No, it wasn't. I was about to say Hot Fuzz, but I think I watched something after that. Yeah, murder mystery can be intriguing. I read quite a few murder mystery novels back in the day. I think there was about maybe more than a decade ago when I had tuberculosis and was bedridden for a while. I think I read every single Agatha Christie novel. That was fun. Door sealed shut by an unknown force. The Illuminati. Or maybe the Lalilulelo. I wish these dungeons were more interesting. It's like there really isn't all that much to them. No puzzles, no. I get bored just running around and fighting. I don't even remember what I picked up from the chests earlier. And then I wonder why I'm underleveled. This is why. Oh. I went to the correct side. Ish. The enemies are not as relentless in chasing you compared to Zestiria, which is nice.
You better be ready.
Take that! Here and now! Too slow! Hold up! Hold up! You're wide open!
We're finished here. Let's go.
Another expedition. Another location unlocked.
Scout.
Well, both sides were correct, so doesn't matter. I'm not as amazing as I thought I was. Or not as amazing as my mother thought I was. Or not as amazing as your mother thought I was. Pick one.
How's Medissa been acting?
She's calm. It looks like letting her in on the truth worked as well as we thought it might.
Good. Maybe she'll be easier to control now.
Halt! Who are you?
Fire and wind.
You wronged me! Here's your justice! Light in order! Looks like you're gonna be put on ice! Storm Dragon!
Eat it!
Looks like you're gonna be crash through! That all you got? Crash through! Divine Field! Crash
You're wide open!
That was easy.
You won't get any pity or compassion from me. So, Medissa really is here.
But what's this about the truth and controlling her?
Always trying to control women. Typical church. There we go, that's open. That reminds me, we have not saved. Oh, there's one here. And one there. Is that it? Yep. Should be boss time. Takes us to B1. I think this will be our way out. Yeah, probably our way out, so let's just fight the boss. Don't tell me Medusa is gonna be a Medusa.
A barrier! She's a Therian!
Third time's the charm, eh, kid?
Yeah.
You're Medusa? I
I
am.
want a Medusa, no hope.
Who might you be? We're like you. We carry grudges against the Abbey. And Shepherd Artorias.
It's gonna be okay. We came to get you out of here, Medusa.
There's no escape.
What?
Please, don't give up. I can...
No, you don't understand. There's no escape for you. If you dare sully Shepherd Artorias' ideals and the light the Abbey shines upon the world, I will kill you all!
Let's go! Die!
Why are you doing this?
She's the Abbey's lucky now.
Way to jinx it, Rokuro.
They just keep coming.
They'd have to be snakes.
Keeps summoning them. If we don't go after her directly, there'll be no end to it.
Your left hand. Don't tell me you're the calamity.
And yeah, her teeth.
Why are you doing this, Medusa? Why fight for the Abbey after they forced you to become a Therian?
They didn't. I became one of my own free will.
But your daughter, slain at an exorcist's hands. You must hate the Abbey for that, don't you?
Oh, I feel hate. Toward a world where demons spawn from the people's malevolence.
You know about malevolence?
The exorcist told me the truth. Diana turned into a demon because of the malevolence she radiated. I knew what I had to do. Become a Therian, and devour malevolence so that such a tragedy would never repeat itself. It matters not what dreadful form my body may take. I will revive Inominat and change this wretched world!
Yep, Medusa.
If that's how it is, fine. We'll take you by force.
Raising?
Element's going to end this! Her death will not be in vain! This woman! She's just a grieving mother! It doesn't matter! Crush them all!
No
escape! Break it! Crash through! You're defenseless! Blast away the shadow of the dragon! Let's go!
Killing flash! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form zero! Thunder! Next!
Black Quagmire, no escape!
Got you!
Break through!
Armor crusher!
Let it drop! Let's go easy on you!
See this? Hold stuff! Let's go! How's that? Hold stuff! Form two! Deception! Hold stuff! Not good.
Oh shit, he is petrified. Oh, petrification is not permanent in this. Easy win.
It's over.
Curse you, Lord of Calamity.
There we go.
Lord of Calamity? That's the name of the demon lord who will bring about the Age of Chaos. The unrepentant embodiment of malevolence, whose blind pursuit of self-gratification will rain destruction upon the world. The irredeemable, uncontrollable personification of human sins. An evil like you.
Demon, Therian, Lord of Calamity. Call me whatever.
Well, maybe I'll watch it then, Daniel. And then if I hate it, I'll blame you.
Lord of Demons, then you're just a minion to be used as I please. Nothing more.
No, I refuse. What happened to my Diana was my fault. That's why I will fight you until my dying breath!
Stop!
Don't get in my way!
No! Enough mothers have died. I won't let you join them! Eleanor and Kamawana, they both lost their mothers too. It's a terrible thing.
Kamawana?
A little girl that the Abbey forcefully made into a Therian.
What do you mean opinion's subjective?
Save her, but she
Opinions
failed.
are
All
objective.
she could do was to offer her own life.
My
to
opinion is
an empty
objective.
Stomach.
Kamawana's been crying ever since. She misses her mother. If you die here, I can only imagine how sad that would make your Diana.
Diana!
You don't need me anymore, Mom. I get it. You love this new dad more than your own daughter!
No, honey.
Okay, it's time for her to marry Dial and adopt Kamawana.
Loving you. And the malevolence made you into a demon. It's all my fault. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, Diana.
Medusa.
She'll be all right. She's just unconscious.
Let's grab her and haul her back.
I'll place her under a binding art, just in case.
Gotta hand it to the Abbey. Very resourceful, taking advantage of Medusa's regrets like that. Making her into a Therian who would do their bidding.
It's just so cruel.
Who cares? Reason above all, no.
I'm still waiting for them to reveal that
It's true.
her mother died because of the
It
Abbey.
goes against all reason. There's no telling what'll happen to Helives once we take Medusa out of here. And yet I'm doing exactly that, all on account of my own hang-ups. Even crushing Medusa's honest resolve.
According to reason, malevolence is the fault of the individual. You assume no responsibility or guilt for what happens to them.
I refuse to turn a blind eye to the consequences of my actions. I chose this path to seek the truth, not to deny it. If I'm to betray reason, then that is the very least I should do.
You're too much, you know that? You and Medusa both. Quit overthinking things. Just blame all the suffering on the Lord of Calamity. Makes life easier.
Velvet,
I'm not trying to cheer you up. I'm just saying it doesn't bother me. Whatever's coming, I can handle it.
Oh, we died twice? I didn't realize that. We lost a lot of points for that. Oh well.
Eleanor Hume, reporting for duty.
Right, let's do a quick save. And exit this place. I guess our next objective is Titania. Every year, open the the chest has already been opened. I know where we are. We could just escape, right? Can I open that chest or not yet? There we go. The requirement for these things is quite high. I forgot about my skateboard. You know what, let's save here. I think I'm gonna call it. I've been live for over 6 hours now. So I think that's good enough. Tomorrow I might end up doing a short stream. I'll probably be watching the football match and then I can go live. I usually Saturdays will we watch anime in the Discord, so maybe we'll do that assuming the people who usually watch are available. Not, maybe we could just continue with the stream. There isn't really anyone I can raid at the moment, so I'm just gonna call it here. Thanks to everyone who stopped by today, lurked, watched, spoke, chatted, or just closed the window as soon as they heard me speak. I will catch you all next time, whenever that is. So, see you.